Alright, I'm back with another album review. Now I'm right in the middle of reviewing the material from Deftones. I'm going to take a little break from that to focus on a side project from Chino Moreno. This side project is called Team Sleep. Now, Team Sleep was started up in 2000 as a side project. There are various genres that they've touched upon, such as alternative rock, experimental rock, post-rock, shoegaze, and trip-hop, dream pop, and electronic rock. Now, today I'm going to talk about their self-titled debut album. Now, from what I read is that a full album worth of material was finished in either 2002 or 2003, but wasn't released until 2005. Was this fully instrumental song did in 2003 called The Passportal, but that didn't end up on this album. It did end up on the soundtrack for The Matrix Reloaded, and I will review that soundtrack eventually. Anyways, this album was self-produced, but Team Sleep had help from Greg Wells and Ross Robinson. Of course, this isn't the first time Chino Moreno worked with Ross Robinson, because he also worked on Deftones' debut album, Adrenaline, which I talked about last month. There are also two songs in particular, Tuma Ligia and King Diamond, which are produced by our good friend Terry Date. Anyways, this album was originally going to be released in mid-2003, but was scrapped due to the fact that demos were leaked onto the internet. The band temporarily split up before reuniting to make new material. The album was then scheduled for release in November of 2004, but Maverick Records were so impressed with it that they decided to push it back in order to promote it. Another reason why this album was delayed is because Chino Moreno was still working with Deftones, and he's still working with them to this day. The album was finally released on May 9th, 2005 in Europe, and in America the following day. I don't know why the album was released in Europe first, despite the fact this is an American band we're talking about. On the plus side, America only had to wait one extra day for the album's release. One thing I need to mention is that the cover was taken by Lionel Dooley. Now, the creative direction was led by Frank Maddox, who had been working with Deftones since White Pony, which I reviewed a few weeks ago. I need to mention that when this album was being recorded, the lineup consisted of Chino Moreno, who did the lead vocals, rhythm guitar, piano, and keyboards. Rick Verrett, who did the lead guitar, bass, and keyboards. DJ Crook, who did the drum programming, turntables, and keyboards. Zach Hill, who played drums, piano, bass, the bass drum, and xylophone. And Todd Wilkinson played the guitar, bass, and keyboards. You mentioned that the songs Princeton Review, A Ride to the Rectory, Elizabeth, and 1111 had Rob Crow as the lead vocalist. Mary Timone did, she had performed vocals on Tuma Ligia and King Diamond. Before we get to the songs, I need to mention that 7 songs were excluded from the final product. Mercedes, Apollonia, Ice Age, Death by Plane, Solid Gold, Acoustic One, and Kool-Aid Party. None of those songs were on the Unmastered Advance album, but I'm not sure how to get a hold of that album. I'm aware that Ice Age was uploaded to YouTube, but I'm not sure about the others. Hopefully those songs will all get released at some point, so more people can hear them. Now to talk about the songs. The album starts with Ataraxia. This is actually my favorite song from Team Sleep, mainly because I really like how it sounds. I know that most people say their favorite song from Team Sleep is ever Foreign Flag, but we all have our preferences. The song starts the album off quite well and sets the overall tone for it. The song even features drum programming from DJ C-. Next is Ever, Foreign Flag. This is actually one of the band's oldest songs. It was originally going to be called Cambodia, but the title was changed. This is the only song from this album that was released as a single, and the single was released as sometime in 2005. The song ended up becoming the most popular song from Team Sleep. It also has Greg Wells on piano. The next song is Your Skull is Red, which features Dan Elkin on guitar. After that is Princeton Review, which is another really good song. Boulevard Nights comes after that. And the song features Sonny Mayevga on guitar. It's also one of my favorite songs on this album. DeLorean and Our Ride to the Rectory are after that. Our next song is Tomb of Lygia. Original title was just going to be called Lygia. I think that's how you say it. The title is a reference to the short story Lygia from Edgar Allan Poe, as well as the film adaptation from 1964. After that is Elizabeth. We follow that up with Staring at the Queen, which is fully instrumental. Ever since World War I and King Diamond are after that. The next song is Live from the Stage. The song was originally going to be titled Natalie Portman. The song itself was revised. If you listen to this song, you'll notice that it sounds a lot like Boulevard Nights. Paris Arm comes after that. This album ends with 1111. Point I read is that this album was met with mostly positive reviews from critics, and rightfully so. As for my opinion on it, I think this is a great album overall. Although I don't find it to be one of the best albums of the 2000s, I do enjoy it for what it is. I'm not sure how this album did commercially though. I do know that there are a lot of fans of Team Sleep across the internet. Shortly after this album was released, Team Sleep had gone on tour and he released some demos on their MySpace page. Of course, that was back when MySpace was a thing. Team Sleep did reunite in 2014, but with a different lineup. They released a live album that following year, and some of the unreleased songs were featured on it. Those were live versions that were on the album. I don't own that album, but I may try to get a hold of it one of these days. The thing is, Team Sleep had been inactive since then. And I'm still hoping that they'll eventually reunite and make a new album at some point. If that does happen, then I'm hoping that the rest of the unreleased songs will be on that album. Now is the part where I question you. Have you listened to this album? If so, what's your opinion on it? What's your favorite song from it? You think Team Sleep should reunite and make new material? Let me know in the comments. If you'd like the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to hit the notification bell to be notified of future uploads. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon with another review.